是人家好，这个人家不大方块。Listen, come with them never laugh alone.
Number 7, Jada Gillette. Senior number 8, Soraya Hooker. Sophomore number 9, Imani Chambliss. Junior number 10, Emily Morbidelli. Senior number 11, Catherine Lee. Junior number 12, Alyssa Kate A.K. Jackson. Sophomore number 16, Anna Ray Griffey. Junior number 17, Marley Hunt. Junior number 21, Pearl Simmons. Senior number 22, Jemiah Guyden. Senior number 24, Reese Kelly. Senior number 30, Faith Sanford. Senior number 33, Hannah Roman.
I see the future, but live for the moment. Makes sense, don't it? And I make dollars, I mean billions. I'm a genius, I mean brilliant. The systems were schooled and made them slicker than slick with the ruler. I've lost a lot and learned a lot, but I'm still undefeated like Shooter. So I'm far from cheap. I break down companies with all my peeps. Maybe we can travel the world and I can give you and all you can see. Time is money, only difference is I own it. Like a stopwatch, let's stop time and enjoy this moment, darling.
One day while my light is glowing, I'll be in my castle golden. But until the gates are open, I just wanna feel this moment. Oh, I just wanna feel this moment. I just wanna feel this moment.
the world. Are you with it, girl? Chasing dreams, but I never slept. I got a new attitude and a lease on life. It's a piece of mind. Seeking a find, I can sleep when I die. Want a piece of the pie, got the keys to the ride. And I'm straight. I'm on my way. I'm on my way. Get on my way. I'm running late. What can I say? I heard you died twice. Once when they bury you in the grave, and the second time is the last time that somebody mentions your name. So when I leave here on this earth, did I take more than I gave? Did I look out for the people, or did I do it all for fame? Legend is exodus, searching for euphoria, searching through the mud to find the present, no ignoring us. Got 20,000 deep up in the street like we some warriors. My mama told me never bow your head. Whoa.
I feel glorious, glorious. Got a chance to start again. I was born for this, it's who I am. Not ready for you. I made it through the darkest part of the night, and now I see the sunrise. Now I feel glorious, glorious. I feel glorious, glorious.
I'm feeling glorious. The crib looking victorious. You know that we've been going.
Your captains for your Indians are number 12, number 8, number 4, and number 3. Your captains for your Tigers is number 8, Soraya Booker, number 11, Catherine Lee, and number 30, Faith Sanford. first half. Fans, at this time, we ask you to please rise for the playing of our national anthem.
All right, Auburn Tiger fans, my name is Trip Upton. I'm joined in the booth by James Wiley for the first half. Landon Harris will be joining us for the second half. And James, talk to me about two players to watch, one from each team from this matchup between the Auburn Tigers and the Wetumpka Indians.
All right, Trip. Today for Auburn High School, we got Caitlin Brock. She's going to be running the offense. And then for Wetumpka, we have Taylor Carlisle.
All right, two star players for both of these squads. I'm excited to see some action on the gridiron tonight. Let's go down to the field for the start of the game.
First down and 5 for the Indians.
About this Wetumpka team, is there any other players to watch other than Carlisle?
Yes, Trip. We got Lexi Smith as well. Be on the lookout for her.
All right, it'll be first and 20 yards to the zone here to kick this one off. Looks Auburn won the toss. They decided to defer. A little bit of confusion. Looks like Carlisle at the running back, shotgun snap. She's going to look on the option here, pitches it inside, and she is going to get about a yard or two. That's Taylor Carlisle on the carry. And this is a very young program, James. Their first year. What do you think that Coach Andy Maxwell from Sequoia High School in Georgia needs to do to have this team win?
Trip, I just think he'll be looking to have consistent offense. They scored their first touchdown last week against Spain Park. It's in, of course, their first year as a program. We'll like to see what they do here against the Tigers today.
I like that analysis here. I mean, to build a program, you got to stack wins, you got to stack games, you got to try to get better each and every day. Woman in motion. Shotgun snap, two receivers at the top, one at the bottom. Two blockers. High snap, look at her roll. She's going to take off on the quarterback scramble and get brought down about the line of scrimmage. That's going to be number 6, Lexi Smith, as you mentioned, running the quarterback there.
Yeah, that's a great run from Smith there.
Yeah, gets just back to the line of scrimmage. Brings up a big third down here for Wetumpka. We're going to break the huddle here. And this Auburn defense, they are willing to fly around. They attack the football. Coach Allison Link has them prepared to go out there and try to win this game. 3 receivers at the bottom, 1 at the top, and a blocker. Shotgun snap. Motion's over, and that's going to be a false start. Looks like someone on the line jumped.
Yeah, you got to be aware there for Wetumpka.
False start against the Indians. 5-yard penalty, replay, first down.
And that's going to back them up. Brings up a long first and about 25 yards here. Obviously in flag football, it's zones. It's not like the chain gang. You have to get to the 50. Tell me about some of the zones in this game, James.
Well, yeah, you got 20-yard zones. It starts at the what would be the 10-yard line for a normal football field, and then goes to the 30-yard line, and so on and so forth.
All right. Smith on the motion. She's going to look, runs right into an Auburn defender. That's a great flag pull on the tackle by number 11, Catherine Lee, getting some run at linebacker, and brings up 4th down. Look at this replay rate.
Second down.
Looks like they're going to be getting set up here instead. Big 4th down here. If Wetumpka gives up this ball, it'll be goal to go for Auburn. And that's not something that Coach Maxwell is going to want to do early. One receiver. Weird formation. Looking some kind of trick play. And they're going to try to get it around. And that's going to be a big stop in the backfield to force a turnover. Number 22, Jemiah Griffin gets back there. There is a flag, but it looks to be on Wetumpka. Penalty is declined.
Stop by number 22, Jemiah Guyton.
Let's look at the replay right here.
There was a penalty on the play.
Maybe some sort of illegal formation in there. That's a great pull.
Yeah, this is a game where you have to be able to attack the ball. You know, you got to know where it's going. Flag football, it's a very option-based game. You're going to see that a lot with the Auburn Tigers and Caitlin Brock and some of these tailbacks. Looking to snap, looking to run Smith, trying to get it downfield, and it is broke up and intercepted. They're going to take it down the sideline. That is going to get inside the 30 to the zone. That's Jemiah Griffin after the big stop. Gets the interception. That is huge, and that's how you build momentum to start a game.
Yeah, the senior linebacker did really well there. Great read.
Yeah, just tip drill.
Yeah.
That will bring up Auburn football, and we're going to get to see this offense led by Caitlin Brock, the quarterback. She's going to be able to lead this team. They like to run a lot of 2 running back systems. You're probably going to see Kalia Palmer and Soraya Booker. And first and 10, 2 tailbacks in the backfield. Brock in the shotgun, motion over. And she's going to look to get the hand off to number 17. That is Marley Hunt. On the little jet sweep there, able to get a couple yards. Looks like she got to about the, they're going to mark her at the 20-yard line, so that's 10 yards on the play right there. Brings up 2nd and goal, 10 yards to go. Anna Romines at the center here. 2 running backs, 2 receivers at the top of the formation. Hunt on the bottom. Looking to snap, pitches it right. She's going to take it to the 20, to the 15. Nobody had pulled her flag yet. Is able to get it just shy of the goal line on the carry. Gets her flag back, great sportsmanship. And that's going to be Catherine Lee getting some time at running back right there. Able to make a play and get it with only yards to go.
Yeah, that's a great little pitch back from the quarterback there.
And good heads-up awareness by Lee. Knowing that her flag had not been pulled, watch this right here. She's able to get inside, bounced off a defender. Her flag's still going. She knows she can run with the football. Almost gets in the end zone. It was a matter of just a yard or 2, so they're going to have a goal-to-go scenario with 1 yard. And they go right back to her. Lee gets it in. Are they going to give her the touchdown? They've got to, looks like they might get her a yard short, and they will. So it'll be 4th and inches from the goal line, and I would not be surprised if they go right back to Catherine Lee on that one.
Yeah, she's doing great so far. That's 2 really good plays.
And the option toss, able to get there just a fingertip or 2 short. She extends the ball. Good heads-up awareness right there. But good job by this Wetumpka defense, able to get down there and get a stop. 4th down and inches. Romines with the snap. Caleb Brock looking. Pass back to Romines. Gets it in the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn. A beautiful play on the quarterback snap. She's looking to run on the rollout. Nobody sees the center in that play. She is an eligible receiver, so that looks to be a touchdown. And that's a great play by this Auburn offense. They're looking to go for 1 right here, the extra points. James, tell me a little bit about the extra points.
Yeah, it's not like in football where you kick it through. It's 1 point from the 3-yard line and then 2 points from the 10-yard line.
Brock with a snap, rolling right. She's looking to throw, pressure in her face. She's going to bounce back. She's going to cut down to the bottom of the screen, running around, throws it up, and finds a receiver in the end zone. And that's going to be a 1 point by Ellie Black, the senior wide receiver for the Tigers. And they're going to start quick with up 7-0 after the great touchdown throw by Brock and the great 2-point conversion play. Yeah, you see right here.
That was good to escape pressure from Caitlin Brock there.
Yeah, reminds me a lot of some quarterbacks you see in the NFL. Yeah, great throwback right there. Gets the entire Wetumpka defense chasing her, thinking it's going to be an option, and that's a wide open receiver touchdown. The Brock to Romines connection. You don't see that a lot in men's football with the center's not an eligible receiver, so it's great to see the center get some stats right there and get in the end zone. It'll be 1st and 20 for Wetumpka. Looking for the snap. She's going to roll, trying to fire deep over the middle of the field, and it is almost intercepted. It's a one-hand snag for Reese Wagner over the top, trying to be like Odell Beckham Jr., but is broken up by the wide receiver.
Yeah, she almost had that there, Trip. She was maybe a foot back. She would have got that.
Oh my goodness, and a
effort.
great play to break up the pass. If that pass goes over Wagner's head, that's a touchdown for Wetumpka right there. So great heads-up awareness by the safety, able to drop back and make a play. Brings up 2nd down right here, shotgun formation, 3 receivers and a motion man, now cutting them. And a short snap to one of the up women, and she's going to be taken down, runs into an Auburn defender, but goes down. That looks to be number 1, Taylor Carlisle, on the little trick play. I like that from Wetumpka on the up snap.
We got a really experienced Auburn defense here. We got all seniors and juniors.
Definitely, and on the stop, Faith Stanford and Jemiah Griffin, who we've called a lot today. Reminds me a lot of Greg Williams for the men's team. Just that linebacker able to get in and make a play. 2nd down. Ball just past the 30 after the gain of 1. 3 blockers and a single tailback, and they're doing a little bit of motion, seeing if they can get the protection set. And that's going to be a run over by Smith. She's going to get to the outside, but only get about a gain of 1 or 2, and she is going to be brought down. Looks to be number 8, Soraya Booker, able to pull the flag with some help from Jemiah Griffin.
Number 30, Faith Sanford, was right in there too, a cornerback.
Definitely, and this is a whole team defense. Coach Allison Link knows that the team is greater than the sum of its parts, and that's the camaraderie that these girls have showed through the beginning of the season. Brings up 3rd down and about 17. 4 receivers at the bottom, 1 at the top. Smith only in the backfield, motion over by Carlisle. They're gonna look to fire over her. Instead, taking it deep, might have a girl even deeper, and that is gonna be incomplete. Downfield, just couldn't connect right there. Almost a busted coverage by Auburn, so I know Coach Link and this defense are thanking their lucky stars on that one.
The Auburn defense doing really well to start here. You know, last game they had an unfortunate defeat at Central, 40-0, so they got to recover from that, but they're doing well to start here.
Yeah, Pearl Simmons might have gotten a fingertip on it, but instead it's going to bring up a 4th down and about 17, and Wetumpka, knowing that they're the underdogs in this matchup, look like they're going to be going for it here. 3 blockers, a receiver on the other side, and an up woman. Motion by Carlisle. Smith looking to throw, pressure in her face. She's going to try to take off and run with it. She's going to get past the 35 to the 36, but she's not going to get to the 50. Auburn is going to take over with about 4:07, 4:06 left in this first quarter.
That play picked up 3 yards.
Yeah, that's a good run by Smith, but good pull. I think that was number 7, Jada Galate there.
Yeah, big stop from the senior cornerback, and she has experience. This Auburn team has been at the heights it has needed to be. Was able to make the state championship game only a few years ago, and so they've been able to play well. Looks like we're going to see a 4th down again. Maybe there was some kind of confusion, or we're going to see a punt. Yeah, they're going to punt here. Carlisle boots it deep. Taken by Auburn. She's going to get to about the 50-yard line, cutting inside, still going, and she's going to be brought down. That's number 4, Caitlin Brock, the quarterback, doubling in for some punt return.
Number 6,
Yeah, that was a great run by Brock. She made a couple dodges there. Really good.
First down, Tigers.
Before the outing last time at Central, Auburn has been undefeated. Played 4 games, but they're 4-1 now. Hoping to get a win today.
Speaking of 4, number 4 taking the snap. She's going to look to throw. Pressure in her face. She's going to dance around in the pocket, looking for a woman to throw downfield to. Still at the 50. Flag might have gotten pulled. Incomplete, unless they're going to roll her behind. Kalia Palmer, the running back, after getting out of the block right there and trying to get a catch right there, but instead it looks like they're going to say it was incomplete, which it was.
That was good defense from Central. There was Wetumpka. There was some good blocking from Auburn's offense, but
yeah,
really
Hannah
good
Roma
coverage.
able to get in there. 3 receivers, 2 running backs. Brock in the shotgun, looking to throw. Pressure in her face. She's going to look and fire, and it is almost intercepted by the Wetumpka defense. That's going to be number 3. Carson Hester almost gets the pick 6. If she could just hold on to that one. Yeah, let's watch this replay, James. What happened right here?
Yeah, it looks like Brock was looking to go to number 14, I think that is. But
number
good,
24, Reese Kelly, the
good work
receiver.
from Carson Hester.
Oh, a little hook and lateral play right here. They're going to say that she got a couple yards. That's Kalia Palmer on the hook and lateral after the Marley Hunt catch. Just a little bit of trickeration right there. Able to get to the just shy of the 35-yard line. So 4th down and about 6 or 7 to go for Auburn.
Yeah, Auburn really likes to do these option plays. That one worked pretty well there.
In the pistol. Brock looking to throw, pressure in her face. She's going to take it and fire outside, incomplete, just off the fingertips of Reese Kelly. Great defense right there again by Carson Hester, able to force the incompletion. Looks like Kelly might have just heard her footsteps, and now Auburn is going to have to punt here, or Wetumpka will take over on downs.
Yeah, you see here, Brock looking to find number 24. Yes,
24, Reese Kelly.
But great defense again from Carson Hester, really standing out so far this game.
Yeah, when I played football in 5th grade, my head coach, Coach Mata, told me I was a wide receiver, and I kept dropping balls in practice because I was a young kid. You know what he told me? It hits you in a bad spot, your hands. First down, looking to throw across the field, and that is complete. That's Carlisle on the diving catch. Way to put your body on the line for that one. And that's going to be a gain of about 10 yards or 5 yards right here.
Yeah, it's a good throw by Smith. Right there, Carlisle diving for it. It's a great catch.
And it's so dangerous to be having to throw across your body in the defense, but Carlisle able to make a play and get the ball right there. Just dives for it. Hope she doesn't have any turf burn, because that's going to bring up 2nd down. Looking on a play right here. Gets it to her again, and that is going to be a flag pulled by number 30 for the Tigers, Faith Sanford.
Yeah, good D from Sanford there. Just pushed her up against the sideline. Easy pull.
That'll bring up 3rd down, about 5 yards to go here. And getting to the 50 for Wetumpka, able to get it, and looks like we're going to see a timeout taken by Wetumpka here, their first of the half. In this first quarter, as it nears its end, James, who's some players that have stood out to you?
On the Wetumpka defense, number 3, Carson Hester. She's broken up the pass play a couple of times, been really good. And then on offense for Wetumpka, you got Taylor Carlisle making a couple of great catches.
Definitely, as you see some of our fans here at the Duck. And you should be at the Duck this Friday night, Auburn's homecoming game. They take on the Moody Blue Devils at homecoming. The first time the Blue Devils and the Tigers have taken on each other, so make sure you come out for that. But if not, you'll be able to see it with Reese Kinder and James Tippins here live on the AHS Mass Media Network. 3rd down here. Looks like we're going to be close to coming out of the timeout. Wetumpka in the shotgun, 2 blockers, 2 receivers at the top, 1 at the bottom. Looks like Smith might be changing the play here. Looking to run it. Looking to throw short up to one of the up women. She's going to get to the 50, so that'll be 1st and 10 for Wetumpka. That's going to be number 22 on the catch. That's Elaine Mays.
Yeah, Trip. Mays had a lot of space there. That's a great read by Smith. Got it out of her hands really quick.
And great pressure by Auburn's defense. You saw Kalia Palmer and Jemiah Griffin get right in her face and forces Smith to take the short pass. It'll be a first down, though. And it takes it to an up pass snap again, but her flag falls off. They're going to get the one-hand touch. They get a couple yards on that one. And, you know, when a flag comes off, that scenario for the team is very, very different than what you see in normal football, James. What would you say about that?
When the flag comes off, Trip, not relating to a pull, it's just a one-hand touch above the knees, below the shoulders.
All right, that's very good job to reward the offense with that one. And that'll be the end of the first quarter. Auburn leads 7-0 over the Wetumpka Indians, and we'll be back right here on the AHS Mass Media Network after this. Wetumpka Indians. Wetumpka has the ball. They just moved the chains here, so it'll be second down and about 12 yards to go here. Smith in the shotgun. Motion over, and that'll be taken by Mays on the jet sweep, and a great flag pull by number 8, Soraya Booker.
Yeah, Booker did great to get over there so quick. Let's see. Yeah, the snap straight to number 22, Elaine Mays there, but great tracking by number 8, Soraya Booker. Good pull.
Yeah, they've like to run that up back, the little sweep motion. Like, again, you're not in flag football. It's 7-on-7. You're not gonna have a line to protect you. You're gonna see a lot of trickeration here. Shotgun snap, alone in the backfield. Pressure coming. Smith's gonna look to run it and gonna get taken down about the 38 or the 42-yard line rather. And so it's going to bring up fourth down and 12 yards to go.
That play picks up 1 yard.
Coach Maxwell calling some of his players over to bring the play in here. Would not be surprised if we'd see Smith take the ball down the field and try to push it to get a first down and set up a goal-to-go scenario right there.
Yeah, Taylor Carlisle is coming off the field here. Interesting, because she's been the really good target for this first quarter.
6 wide for Wetumpka. Smith in the backfield. Here's the snap, and she's just going to punt it, and that is going to be caught up. Looks like Brock on the catch here. She's going to cut back, looking to get to the left side. She's going to take it. She's going to get to the 30-yard line and keep going. She's still on her feet, dancing around. She's at the 40. Flag gets pulled at the 41-yard line, and what a play by the quarterback, Caitlin Brock, on the punt return. She's been dynamic today. James, you had it in the pregame. She's been a big factor in this one.
Yeah, she broke a couple ankles there. Yeah, she sent a Wetumpka defender to the floor, I think.
That's due.
Yeah, that's great from Brock. It
and
took the number 6, Lexi Smith. It took her, the punter, to bring her down.
Yeah, almost a house call for Brock. It brings up 1st and 10, ball at the 41-yard line. They just have to get it to the 50 for the first down. Wildcat formation by Hunt. She's going to take it to the outside. She's going to get to the bottom to about the 45. Still going. Gets to the 50. That'll move the chains over. 1st and 10, Tigers. That's Catherine Lee actually going in at quarterback right there. Was able to get through.
Yeah, you see Lee here taking the direct snap. So she goes through 2 defenders. That's great work. Holds the ball out in front of her. That's great.
Yeah, and a great snap there by Romines. Again, just the consistency of having that snap exactly where you need it to be. That is a big factor in these games.
Yeah, if it goes too high, it's over your head, and then you have to move it back.
Lee still in at quarterback. 4 receivers wide and up woman. Romines at the snap. Looking again, looking for some trick race here. Back to Brock, and it is going to go out of bounds. Looks like they're going to call that a backwards lateral. They're going to lose about 5 yards of the play. And just a miscommunication there. A little bit too high from Catherine Lee to Brock. They were looking to do a trick play, maybe a double pass down the field. But that'll bring up 3rd down and about 21 yards to go.
Yeah, I see what they're looking for there, Trip, but just a little overthrown by Lee.
And that'll be 2 tailbacks. Brock with the snap. She's looking to throw. She's going to take it deep down the field, and that is going to be incomplete. Intended receiver Marley Hunt down the field to try and move the chains. Good throw, but just a little bit too high, too much air under it, and it's going to bring up 4th down.
Yeah, let's see Brock here taking a direct snap this time. Looking for Hunt. Yeah, that's good coverage there.
Yeah, that was it. The defensive back stayed right with her woman and is able to bring up 4th down. And it looks like the Tigers might be going for it here. Hunt on the motion, looking. And that is going to be a flag. Looks like somebody jumped a little bit early, and that's going to back them up another 5 yards and make this 4th down even harder to try and go get.
Yeah, the Tigers a little eager there to get that play started.
You know, the Tigers, they've picked up decent wins. You know, they've beaten Smith Station. They've beaten other region teams like Dothan and Percy Julian. And now they're going to try and get a win here over Wetumpka to try and keep their season going just as strong. 4th and very long. Romines with the snap here. Another motion over. They're going to run the same play they were going to run. Looking, a double reverse flea flicker. Brock's taking it down the field, and it is going to be caught behind the defense. She's going to take it all the way to the 10, to the touchdown. That's going to be Reese Kelly on the deep ball connection. 4th down, that's 3rd down. It doesn't matter. Touchdown for Auburn.
It's a great play from the Tigers there. Some trickeration. They're going from 11 Lee to 2 Black, and then back to Caitlin Brock. And then a great pass to number 24, Reese Kelly.
Hey, again, a team is better than the sum of its parts, and right there you saw it. A lot of girls touching the ball right there and able to push it, and a beautiful throw by Caitlin Brock. That's why she's QB1, because she has the arm strength to get it down there and get the score. So that'll be a 1-point try right here. Brock in the shotgun, looking to throw. They hand it off up the middle. That's Lee touch, and that's going to be a 1-point conversion right here for Auburn.
It's great work by Lee, getting her on the edge there. No one's catching her.
Yeah, let's look at this replay. Whoop, whoop, flea flicker, and look at Kelly wide open. The defenders bid on the fake, and she takes it all the way to the house.
Yeah, the Wetumpka defenders got a little bit lost there. Oh, confused by the trickeration.
And great blocking up front. They were ready if anyone tried to blitz Brock right there. Able just to, you know, get a little bit of trickeration. Look at this view right here. You're going to see how long this ball was in the air for, and it was a beauty, perfect spiral. Maybe Coach Etheridge might be looking for a new QB1 next year with Caitlin Brock coming back for her senior year. Takes the snap, looking, fires over to Carlisle up the middle. She's going to spin through. She's going to get to the 30, and she is going to be brought down by the Tigers, number 22. That's, again, we've said her name so much, Jemiah Griffin.
It's a great spin move here. Beat out 2 defenders there. It's good work from Carlisle. Told you she was one of the players to watch. She's been doing great so far.
So now it's 1st and 20. Ball at the 32-yard line. 3 receivers at the bottom, 1 at the top. Looking to throw. She's going to get it again to Carlisle, as she probably should be. And it makes the defender miss and goes down. Looks like a flag. Might have been a shove on that one there from Soraya Booker. Just, you can't do that. You can't be aggressive. It's flag football. These girls aren't wearing pads. It's hard not to be physical because the emotions run high. The adrenaline is pumping. But it hurts you in the end right there, as it looks like they're going to have some yards right here tacked on at the end of this play.
Yeah, it looks like Booker just got a little bit too eager there. Got the flag, but pushed her down as well. You can't do that.
So that'll move Wetumpka all the way up, and they are only a yard away, about 6 yards away now from picking up a 1st down here. They're lined up, shotgun, 4 receivers at the bottom. I would not be surprised if this is a wide receiver screen. And instead, Smith looking to fire down the field, and that is going to be tipped and incomplete. broken up by number 21, Pearl Simmons. Intended receiver, Elia Grays.
Number 21, Pearl Simmons.
Yeah, it looks like this is a good throw from Smith here. Yeah,
Puts it on the money, hit and knocked away by Simmons. Number 2, Serenity Love also was down there. Just try to get her receivers to make a play right here. And that brings up 2nd and 6. They line up same formation, just different wide receivers in now. Shotgun snap, looking to throw, fires over the middle back to the center Carlisle, and she's going to be brought down. A beautiful diving tackle right there.
Jemiah Griffin again.
Actually, yeah, let's watch this play. Looks to actually have been number 3 for Kalia Palmer. Almost does it. Tries to get that one. Her own flag falls off. Actually, so you were right. It was Jemiah Griffin. A great stop. But looks like Wetumpka was able to pick up the first down. So that'll be a new set of downs. 20 yards to go to the next zone. Smith in the back. And looks like a timeout was called. Wetumpka taking their 2nd timeout of the first half with 6:08 left to go. We'll be right back after this timeout as the Auburn Tigers lead the Wetumpka Indians 14-0.
Charge timeout of the first half.
Stay on my mind, I gotta get paid. I'm gonna get paid. Get paid. I got my hundreds in the brief. Lately I ain't been getting no sleep. Why the pain that make me weak? I'm patiently wait. Securing.
It's going to be taken by one of the up women. She's going to be looking to dance around and gets to just shy of the 45. That's looks to be number 12. Number 22, Elaine Mays on the play right there.
Jemiah Griffin with the pull again. She's been all over the place on this defense.
5:45 left in the first half. Morgan House looking like she's going to be snapping the ball right here. Smith in the backfield. 2 receivers on either side of the field. Might be changing the play here. Pressure coming. She's looking. Smith's going to take off and run with it. She's going to spin and get brought down at the 41-yard line after a great play and a great tackle right there by number 3, Kalia Palmer.
That's a good pull from the linebacker there.
Yeah, and James, talk to me about what this front 7, or this, I guess front 4, because it's 7-on-7. Talk to me about what they're doing and giving their secondaries time to cover downfield.
They're really just putting a lot of pressure on Smith and not letting her get an easy throw off downfield. They're making every throw challenging, just pressure in her face.
Brings up 3rd down. Looks to be 4 receivers out and an up woman. Smith looking, and pressure coming off the edge immediately. They were able to get the ball to Mays, but Soraya Booker getting in the backfield untouched. She almost got the sack, but instead it's a great play by Lexi Smith right here.
Yeah, she's got to be really fast today, Trip. I mean, this Auburn front 4 has just been right up on her.
Yeah, and that was, just Morgan House has got to be there on the block right there to get out, set the screen, because you can't block with your hands in flag football. You got to set a screen, keep your hands behind your back, and allow Auburn to get the stop. It looks like they're going to be punting here, even though it's 4th and about 7. They're going to let this one bounce and go out of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's see what the Auburn offense can do here. Already up 14-0. Maybe we get one more drive in before the half. Let's see what they can do here.
And that's a great punt right there from Smith. She's done it all, playing both sides of the ball and being on special teams. She has been the next woman up for this team and played very, very well, playing everywhere.
looks like Brock will be out wide for this.
Yep, so we're going to see Catherine Lee in at quarterback. Pressure potentially coming right here from number 11, Zoe McCullough. And Lee dancing around, cuts back. Little side back step, and she's going to get to the 30. Going to get past almost to the 40 and runs over a defender. That's going to runs right through McCullough. Actually, it might be number 10, Jayla Thrasher, and they're going to throw a flag right here, and that's probably going to be on Lee. You know, if you're not Marshawn Lynch, she runs through right there, but you can't do that. These girls don't have pads on.
Thought she was out here like the great Omar Mabs, running over people.
I agree with that sentiment right there. I mean, let's look at this replay right here. Shotgun snap looking, watch the back step right here. Whoop! Is able to get onto the outside, try to get it through, almost brought down right there, and just runs into her. Doesn't see her coming around the side, and runs right through Jalea Thrasher in the secondary.
It's great work getting away from the defense, but yeah, of course you can't truck someone in flag football.
It just didn't look like she didn't see her, and that is going to be looks like they backed it up a little bit. Ball at the 50. Brock looking to throw deep down the field, and it is incomplete, knocked away by Wetumpka. Looks like number 1, Taylor Carlisle, was in on the deflection right there. Intended receiver down the field looks to be number 2 right there, Ellie Black. Yeah, just couldn't get it to her there. Also in the area, number 24, Reese Kelly.
Yeah, it's good defense right there.
In the shotgun, looking, fakes the handoff, looking to throw out to Lee. Lee's going to take it and is going to be looking to cut back up. She's going to try to get a great block there by Moore. And going to go. She's going to keep going. She's still running. And she's going to have no woman to touch her. Another touchdown. And there it is. Catherine Lee takes the pitch on the fake fullback dive, pitching it out, and is able to take it all the way to the house, about 40 yards. And gets another touchdown on the board for Auburn. I am excited to see the replay in this one in a second, but after the 1-point try.
It was a fantastic run from Lee there. Brock had pressure right on her, but then she was able to get it off quick enough to Lee. Great run.
Brock, Palmer, and Lee in the backfield right here. Brock just getting her flag set. Roman's on the snap. They're looking to pitch again to Lee, and she's going to try and cut back. She's still fighting through, runs through people, just shy of that one, number 14, Macy Brown, on the flag pull for Wetumpka. And so they will come up short on the try right here, but watch this replay. She's able to cut back inside. There's 4 defenders around her, but is able to find the crease, run right through them, keep the ball out, and great job avoiding the flag guarding penalty right there, not using her hands to push away defenders, using her legs, using her hips, and getting to the end zone for a touchdown. That was magic.
Great run from Lee. She went right between 2 defenders a couple times. Yeah, I'm not sure how she got out of that.
Because she's magic, James. That's exactly what you have to see when you see magical players like that for Auburn. Yeah, and great job by our camera crew. The amount of angles we have on this and the beautiful camera work to get this score, because she's lightning quick, as you can tell. It'll be 1st and 10 for 20 for Opelika. Shotgun snap by Lee, but they're going to be looking to run right here. Potentially an option, pitches it back to Carlisle. Carlisle running through, and it's going to get brought down at about the 29-yard line. So trying to get into the zone for the first down. And she's going to be about a yard short of that.
Yeah, that was good work by the Auburn defense. Push her towards the sideline. It's always easier to pull in the sideline than it is in the open field.
Shotgun snap, 2 up women. Lynn is going to take to one of them, and she is going to be brought down after a gain of a yard. That's going to be a good flag pull right there by number 8, Soraya Booker, it looks like.
Yeah, Carlisle didn't get a lot of yards there, but they didn't need to. They're right there, and we got a new set of downs here.
Play picked up 3 yards. 1st down, Indians.
And so that will be the 2-minute timeout here with 2 minutes to go in the first half of action right here. It is 20-0. Auburn leads Wetumpka, and me and James will be back right after this. And we are back right here for some action at Doug Stanford Stadium. Auburn leads 20-0, and it looks like they're running a interesting formation here. Smith going to split out way wide. Motion there to Carlisle. She's going to try to flip it back to Smith, who's going to be looking to run up the middle of the field. She's going to have all day to run, but instead, out of nowhere, Kalia Palmer gets the flagpole about the 36-yard line, so only a gain of maybe 1 or 2 right there.
Yeah, it looks like Wetumpka trying to do some more of the option stuff that Auburn's been doing a lot of. Not as successful as Auburn. That was a good pull there by number 3.
But hey, to become a great program like Auburn, Wetumpka's going to have to imitate greatness, and that's what you've seen a lot of right here. 4 receivers at the top of the formation, 1 at the bottom. Smith going through right here, trying to get her girls set. Motion over by Carlisle. Smith looking to throw. She's going to get it out, and they get knocked away. Number 8, the intended receiver for Wetumpka, and that's going to be Faith Sanford on the deflection, able to get it right in the receiver's hands and knock it down.
Yeah, it's good. Let's see here. Yeah, not giving up there from number 30.
And that's going to bring up 4th down right here. Looks like they're going to be going for it, and everybody up right here. So look to see some kind of run play, potentially a speed option right here. Actually, she's going to throw it deep. Palmer applies pressure. It is going to be intercepted right there, and not much of a return, but a great interception for Auburn's defense. That looks to be number 1, Reese Wangan for the safety position, getting the play.
It's a great read by Wangan there.
And you got to give her credit. It was a good-looking ball from Smith. However, just a yard short of the defender, just leaves it hanging a little bit too long. And that's going to let Reese be able to get up there, get the interception. Not much on the return, but Auburn will take over, and a potential chance to score if they want to use all 3 of their timeouts and try to get to the end zone and extend this lead to 4 scores. Sound like Abraham Lincoln. First and about, looks to be 6 or 7 yards. Brock looking around, looking to fire deep again, and that is going to be almost intercepted by Zoe McCullough in the secondary. Almost a great play and a potential momentum shifter for the Indians, and that is going to be the intended receiver. Looks to be Marley Hunt, potentially. Actually looks to be Ellie Black. I don't know, it was Marley. What do I know? Robines at the center position. Brock looking to snap. She's looking to throw, and she's going to fire right back. It's going to be a lateral play, and that is going to get it to about the 40. That's number 3, Kalia Palmer. She's making such great plays on defense, flying around. Now gets it on the hook and lateral play after the catch there by Marley Hunt.
Yeah, it's really great. Just really good heads up and awareness from Marley Hunt. You got to be thinking quick to get that lateral off before your flag's pulled.
And great play by number 12, Trelissa Gibbs, on the flagpole right there. Probably saves a touchdown with the speed that we've seen from Palmer today. Looking to throw it. Play action. Looking to roll deep, firing deep over the middle of the field, and it is incomplete. Intended receiver Ellie Black, just a yard outside of her fingertips, throwing into double coverage right there, but almost made the play. Made a good throw by Brock.
Yeah, it could be a risky play there from Brock, but she made it work. It was very close to getting in Ellie Black's hands.
Should bring up about 3rd down here. Remember, Auburn still has 2 timeouts, so they can use the middle of the field right here. I would not be surprised if we see maybe a run play trying to attack the speed of this team. Brock in the shotgun, by herself looking, rolling around, pressure coming, and she's going to try and take off and scramble, but throw it down to Romines. Romines up the middle, is able to get into past the 30 for a 1st down to reset the chains. Clock running now under 35 seconds, and Romines able to set up the Tigers with a goal-to-go scenario.
Yeah, it's the 2nd time we've seen that Brock to Romines connection. Worked well every time. You're not really seeing that too often, so catching the defense off guard a little bit there.
And looks like Auburn's going to take their first timeout of the first half with 32 seconds left to go for this team. What do you expect Auburn to try and do to throw the ball down the field?
I think we'll have Brock maybe drop back.
I definitely could, and you have timeouts. You could run something maybe like with like a Catherine Lee handoff, or maybe try to get Kalia Palmer going in the open field. You don't have to throw the ball here because you do have a timeout. If you get about 10, 12 yards, you'll still be able to play. What does Wetumpka need to do on defense to try to prevent a score right here?
They need to put some more pressure on Caitlin Brock here. I know she's been able to get it out quickly from pressure. That's been really good from her so far. But if they put 2 or 3 defenders in her face, then it will be very difficult for her to get that off.
Yeah, I mean, they have their 2 best players, Carlisle and Smith, as safety, so they're going to have speed to try to prevent the deep ball. Brock in the pistol. She's looking to throw right here, rolling, stepping up. They did send pressure. She's going to let the look it long, and it is going to be caught! Oh, incomplete. I thought Ellie Black was able to get the toe tap catch. Looking like Cam Coleman for Auburn University, but instead just couldn't bring it down right there, and it'll bring up. It stops the clock, 26 seconds left. It'll be second down.
Yeah, it was nearly there. Great throw by Brock.
Oh my goodness.
Just a little bit out of Ellie Black's reach there. That's still a great throw.
Yeah, Carson Hester in the area too. Motion over. They're going to look on the speed option. She's looking. She's going to take off. Brock trying to do it herself. One man to beat, is able to sneak into the end zone with the tightrope walk for a touchdown. And Auburn, it's a 4-score ball game. If they go for 2 right here, they can make it a clean 28 points. A beautiful run by Caitlin Brock on the speed option right there with 18 seconds left in this first half.
It's a great run from Brock. Not trying to force anything downfield, just going down the line. Don't want to give an interception here.
Yeah, so it looks like they're only going to go for 1 to try to make it 27-0. Brock in the pistol. 2 receivers at the bottom of the screen. She's going to look to throw it out, and it's going to be knocked away. Great play there by number 14, Macy Brown, to knock the ball away. Intended receiver is number 12, Alyssa Kate, A.K. Jackson. And watch this play right here. She's going to take it to the right side. Beats Lexi Smith on the outside. Quarterback beat quarterback, and is able just to tightrope walk into the end zone. Looking like she should be on a trapeze for the circus right there, keeping her balance.
There's 2 or 3 Wetumpka defenders, but great footwork to keep it in bounds while also beating the Wetumpka defenders.
Yeah, and I mean, Zoe McCullough was at her heels on that play. Watch this. She's trying to chase her down, but you can't teach that kind of speed, and she's able to use it to get into the end zone for a touchdown. And it looks like we actually might be going to halftime here. Yes, we're going to halftime here. And so that'll be it from James Wiley in the first half. James, what did you see in the first half?
I saw some good defense overall by Wetumpka, but Caitlin Brock and Catherine Lee, really the dynamic duo for Auburn. Of course, Lee with that great run up the field, and Brock's been making some really great throws. Hope to see more of that in the second half.
All right, James, it's been a pleasure for you joining us. Landon Harris will join us for the second half, and we'll be right back here on the AHS Mass Media Network.
Make sure to check out the concession stands and support SCCLA Culinary. They have hamburgers, hot dogs, sweets, and salties. Also, the next contest for your Auburn High flag football team will be on Tuesday, September the 30th, against Moody High School at Garrett Harrison Stadium. We'd love for you to travel and fill the stands to cheer on our Tigers.
And we are right back at Duck Sanford Stadium between this flag football match between the Auburn Tigers and the Wetumpka Indians. I'm Trip Upton. I'm joined for the second half by Landon Harris. And Landon, talk to me about what you saw in the first half from both these teams.
So Kalen Brock, the star QB, throwing long, deep passes. Some have been incomplete, some have been good, but majority they've been good. Catherine Lee also with a few good touchdowns.
Absolutely, and now both are on the field right here. Brock in the pistol, looking to run it right here on the option play. She's going to take it upfield, fakes the pitch, now tips it, and it's going to be tipped around, but picked up by Kalia Palmer, and that's going to go for a first down, putting them in the 30 to 50 zone right here. And looks like we're going to be looking at a running clock for the second half. Auburn up a good bit.
Play picks up 8 yards.
Look at this replay right here.
First down, Tigers.
Kalen Brock runs right outside. It looks like the pass kind of got confused between Caitlin and Catherine, but it ended up giving them a first down.
Two receivers on either side right here. Looks like it's going to be Lee taking the snap at quarterback right here. Motion over by Kelly. She's going to fake the handoff to him. Cut back, dancing around, looking to try and get it upside. Still going, and gets brought down at about the original line of scrimmage right there by Lee on the keeper. And that was a great play by her, trying to avoid the loss right there, dancing around in the backfield.
Yeah, you also see Wetumpka applying lots of pressure, something they really didn't do in the first half. But to be able to beat the Tigers this game, they had to apply pressure on both Catherine Lee and Kalen Brock.
Kayla Gunn right there on the pole. It'll be second down. Looking to run right here is Brock. She's going to pitch it to Palmer, who's going to get it to the 45-yard line. Maybe got a little bit more unless her flag was pulled. And so they're going to take it and spot it down maybe a step or two closer to the 50 right there on the pitch from Brock to Palmer. And that's what we've seen a lot of, is these option-type plays, these pitch-type plays down the field, forcing the Wetumpka defense to make a choose one or the other. In the pistol. Looking to hand off to Palmer. She's going to take it up the hill, bouncing it to the outside. It gets brought down to the backfield on third down right there. That's a great tackle by number 12, Charlissa Gibbs.
Number 3, Kalia Palmer, around right in. 4th down.
With lots of speed, you see Kalia Palmer running also out to the right for a gain of a few yardage.
It's 4th down right here. Tigers might be electing to go for it. They only need to get to the 50 to go into the next zone. That's about 4 yards for them. Romines will handle the snap to Brock. Brock looking, she's gonna roll, she's gonna take it and fire, and she's gonna get it downfield and caught. That's gonna be number 17, Marley Hunt on the reception to move the chains right there. Her flag gets pulled immediately, but a great play right there on 4th down.
You see also good blocks by number 33, and Marley Hunt with another great completion.
Yeah, shout out Hannah Romines on the block. She's been the center today, and she's played very well for the Tigers, making sure that there's no miscommunication with the snap, and Brock gets it exactly where she needs it. Brock taking the snap. She's going to look to roll it right here. Instead, it's going to take off. Does she have enough room to throw? She's going to try and fire it deep to the middle of the field. That is caught and pulled immediately. That's going to be Reese Kelly. Again, moving the chains, putting them in goal to go right there. Ball down at about the 24-yard, maybe about the 27.
Wetumpka kind of applying a little bit of pressure, but wasn't enough for Caitlin Brock to run right outside, complete the pass to Reese Kelly.
Yeah, almost had Romines under the center on the catch right there. Yeah, she gets her flag pulled about the 29-yard line, but it will be first and about 19 to go to the end zone. It's goal to go right here with this zone. And just a beautiful throw on the run. And then she's going to be looking to run right here. Brock trying to fire it deep across the field. She just might need to throw it away. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Marley Hunt is able to get it unless they're going to spot her short, but I thought she had a touchdown right there. Or are they going to say that Brock was down in the backfield? Yeah, they're going to say Brock was down in the backfield right there. Let's watch this replay and see what happens.
It was, Caitlin looked a little hesitant of throwing it. Maybe she threw it a little bit more quicker. She would have got it all.
Yeah, it looks by our replay about a tie right there. Flag comes off, the ball leaving the hands. That's going to be caught quickly, and that's Hunt again on the catch right there. She's going to get it at about the 23-yard line right there. And another good throw by Brock on target to Hunt. That's been a dynamic connection today for Auburn.
You see Marley and Caitlin with a good connection coming out in the second half. I know the first half it was a lot of the Caitlin Brock and Catherine show, but it's looking like the Marley and Brock show.
Brock taking the snap. She's going to roll to her right, but come back. She's looking, dancing around. She's going to take it down the field, and it is going to be incomplete. It looks like it was intended for Kelly right there, but a lot of Indian defenders right there were able to get the stop and get the ball down on the ground. Just takes it, involved in the breakup. Number 5, Kayla Gunn, coming from her linebacker position to make a play.
You also see Caitlin has been moving a lot around the pocket, left and right, and finding pretty decent throws.
Yeah, we see, Charlissa Gibbs right there on that pressure. Brock looking to throw it down the left deep side of the field. She's got Hunt down there, and that's going to be a touchdown. Head tap touchdown, mossing the defender right there, and gets in another score and extends this lead to right now it's about 4-score game. If the Tigers can get the extra point, it extends to a 5-point game or a 5-score game. So great play right there. Great throw by Caitlin Brock.
Like I said, it's been a lot of the Brock and Hunt show this second half. And you see right there, Marley has put her first touchdown on the board this game.
Romines the snap. Brock is going to take it. She's going to hand it to Catherine Lee. And Catherine Lee, we saw this earlier on the 1-point attempt, just getting it to the outside and using her unique speed to get it into the house and put that 1 point on the board. So Auburn will lead 33-0. It is running clock, so that's why you see the clock ticking down. But let's watch this replay right here on the 1-point try.
Yeah, Catherine Lee is she's fast now, so it's kind of hard for the Indians to hold her.
Yeah, let's watch the touchdown right here. Brock looking to throw deep, fires to the left side on the fade route, and just the amount of height that Marley Hunt has is over her defender, is able to get the ball and put it in a place where she can get up and make a play on it and get the catch and get the touchdown. So clock running, under 4:45 left in the third quarter for Auburn. Wetumpka now getting the shot with the ball. And we're going to get to see Lexi Smith at quarterback right here, coming out for her first play of the second half. She's going to pitch it to call out ball on the turf. They're going to say that she was down, and so that's going to bring up second down and about 5 yards to go to the next zone.
Yeah, I don't know what they were doing in that play, but unfortunately, they didn't get anywhere on that play, so they're back where they started.
Might have gotten about a yard, maybe 2 on the play. Smith alone in the backfield. 3 blockers. She's going to get the snap roll to her, and it's going to be down. Just a miscommunication on the snap from Morgan House, number 4 for the Indians, and it's going to back them up in flag football. When the ball hits the turf, ball's dead. There's not going to be a scoop and score anywhere on for flag football, so it's going to be back it up to about, it's going to be 3rd down now. They need to get 8 yards to get to the 1st down. Looking to throw, and that's going to be to Carlisle, and she's going to get brought down. Great stop again. This is a name we caught a lot in the first half. Number 22, the senior, Jemiah Griffin.
Stop by number 22, Jemiah Guyden.
When you look at this replay, you see Smith.
4th down.
She like passes it off really quick to number 1, which has also been a key player for this game. They've been having a pretty good connection, but just has enough to get in the end zone.
Yeah, so that's going to bring up 4th down. Looks like we could be seeing a punt here. Smith has done the punting duty today, and that's what you're going to see. A short rolling kick taken by Hunt, one of the up women. Her flag falls off at about the 35-yard line. So they'll have 5 yards to go for the 1st down, and then there'll be goal to go as Auburn tries to extend this lead, potentially get to 40 points if they were to put in a score right here.
I wouldn't be surprised if I see it. Auburn has been on a roll this afternoon with Marley, Catherine, and Kaylin Brock, the trio.
Yeah, and this defense has been great. This front 4 has been fantastic. You've seen Kalia Palmer, Jemiah Griffin, Soraya Booker, Pearl Simmons, Reese Wagnon, and Faith Sanford in the secondary. We've called their names a lot. Brock looking to throw. She's going to step up and run with it. She's going to fire, and it's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Great breakup there by number 9, Jayla Townsend in the secondary. It looks like she was trying to get the ball down the field right there on the scramble, but instead just ran out of room, tried to force the ball out, and just couldn't get there.
Good way for Caitlin Brock to run around the field, which way, and crossing up the defenders, and almost a touchdown, but just wasn't enough.
Brock looking, rolling, firing, and it's going to be dropped and incomplete. Number 3, Kalia Palmer right there, trying to bring it in, but heard the footsteps of number 12, Sherlissa Gibbs, who's been a player on this defense that's gotten a lot of pressure, prevented Auburn from really doing a lot of their short yardage stuff, forcing Brock to go down the field. Brock looking for the snap here. She's looking, she's going to hand off, and she's going to get it to Lee. Lee's going to take it, cuts back, and going to keep dancing around. Still running, and gets it to about the 25-yard line. That will bring up a 1st down for Auburn, and another great play by Lee.
Lee at the running back position is really good for them. She's fast, really mobile, and can get across the field very easily.
And a great snap that right there by number 16, Anna Ray Griffiths. She's been she's the 2nd center on the roster, so she's getting some run here late in this one. Brock taking the snap. She's going to roll to her right. She's going to look, fire back across the field to Griffiths to the center, and she is going to move it inside to about, I'd like to say probably the 17-yard line, maybe 16-yard line. We'll see on this replay right here.
Yeah, again, Caitlin kind of hesitated, but it's okay though, because she still got it off to number 16, the center, for this drive.
Yeah, and we've seen that a lot today in these short yardage play. The center, whether it be Hannah Romines, whether it be Anna Ray Griffiths, they've gotten the ball. Caitlin Brock has been looking for them, and Wetumpka has not had an answer for it in the short yardage. Look, the snap. They're looking for an option read right here. She's going to keep it herself, but pitch it to Palmer, who's going to get it into the end zone. Touchdown. Her flag did fall off, but it was already after she had scored, and that is going to extend the lead as we draw to the end of the 3rd quarter. Auburn is going to lead 39-0 here against the Wetumpka Indians.
And that is the end of tonight's ball game. Your score, your Auburn High.
And so that is going to do it right here for us. The mercy rule will apply, and Auburn picks up a massive win over Wetumpka. Let's see the game-clinching touchdown.
Also, good just last drive by Caitlin and Kalia connecting for the late touchdown to seal the deal.
Yeah, and it's been a lot of Auburn's offense. We've seen them do everything. They've scored on the run, they've scored on the pass, they've scored basically every time they've touched the football, and that's what you want to see from Auburn, using this to get confidence and put a big win on the board for a potential successful season as the season is continuing to go underway.
Yeah, it's definitely a good win for them, especially after last week. Unfortunate loss, but they bounced back, and they were the one with the mercy rule this time.
Yeah, and the Tigers getting it done. See them celebrating here, Hunt Doug Sanford Stadium, one of the finest stadiums in the Southeast and especially in the state of Alabama. And yeah, that is going to be awesome for them. Wetumpka just continuing to build this program. What do you think that they would take away from this game?
I think that's the defense for them, because Smith on the QB position, she had good finds, good looks. Wasn't enough to unfortunately get a touchdown, but if Smith keeps working with her players, getting the routes down, anything, they will be fine on the offense position. But I think Coach Maxwell needs to get these Lady Indians in check for the defense.
Yeah, I like the pressure they had, especially you looked at girls like Trelissa Gibbs. She was able to get great pressure. Kayla Gunn was able to get good pressure. Zoe McCullough was able to get good pressure on Auburn. And, you know, granted, you have a superstar in Caitlin Brock at quarterback. There's not much you can do. But I know that Coach Maxwell's going to go back to the drawing board. He's a winner. He was at Sequoia High School in Georgia. He's moved down here to lead the Wetumpka team. And so hopefully we'll see them in a couple years improving and being a team to watch out for in the state of Alabama.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, so that'll do it from us here at the Auburn High School Mass Media Network. I'm Trip Upton. I was joined by James Wiley and Landon Harris here for the second half, even though it's unfortunately a short second half, as Auburn picks up the win, 39-0 over Wetumpka. We'll see you guys again Friday as Auburn High School football takes on Moody High School Blue Devils for our homecoming game. Thank you for watching. Thank you for our great camera crew and our great executive producer, Mr. Dillard, for helping us out with this one. We'll see you soon.
On behalf of Auburn High School, we want to say thank you for coming out and supporting your Auburn High flag football team this evening. Please drive home safely and go Tigers!